here, Fit Flow and X, and we are at Gold's Gym, Chapel Hill for the Carolina Pro Seminar. We got a lot of events going on today, a lot of athletes and coaches coming out, so it's going to be a good time. We got tables set up, as you can see, a lot of vendors that came out to help sponsor this event, raising money for Autism Strong Foundation, so it's for a good cause, and it's free for everyone. And this is the first of 2 this year, so we're excited to bring the first one to you guys, get some great content, and tune in. We are here with the man himself, Mike Roteni. So Mike, tell us a little bit about what we're doing here today in Carolina.
We are actually having probably one of the first wellness seminars in the area, in the Chapel Hill area. We just opened up this gym, Gold's Gym, so we thought invite the best influencers in the industry and bringing everybody here to go over their nutrition, dieting, everything about competing if they want to, but also the lifestyle of being healthy. That's the most important thing. We also want to teach our members here at Gold's Gym is how do you be healthy? How do you maintain that lifestyle? What do you do? How do you know if you're not living a healthy lifestyle? A lot of people, even the younger generation today, really think they're healthy, but they're not setting themselves up for success long term. So we're going to talk a lot about that, how you should be moving yourself into a healthier lifestyle, and how you take those steps.
He's done a great job in inviting some of the best in the industry, coaches, athletes alike. We have all the divisions covered here, pros. They're going to be able to go over each of their own divisions with their athletes that are here today, so it's going to be a good time. Here with our very own hometown hero, Tui Gomez. He's been a client of mine for 2 years now. Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah. And he's come a long way, but this is going to be the first year he's competing in the men's physique division, and I have no doubt he's going to take it very far this year. We have our first show of the year coming up. Joey, tell us how you feel.
Pretty fatigued, hungry, but the shreds are coming in pretty nicely, so looking forward to competing with a whole bunch of other teammates. I think everybody's going to be great.
Yeah. And what do you think about like a seminar like this? What do you think is the best take home way, like why athletes, first timers should come to an event like this?
Posing. A lot of people look good, their physique wise, but they don't know how to display it properly. Me, I'm new to men's physique, so that's why I came to help the men's physique poses. I've been doing classic for the past few times, but transitioning just takes
a lot different.
Yeah,
right?
It takes some getting used to.
So you can have the best body out there on stage, but if you don't know how to present it right, yeah, that can be the downfall. That can be the difference between first and third place. Here with IFBB Bikini Pro, Rachellundaris, and she's currently, how many weeks out?
I am 3 weeks out from the Charlotte Pro.
Charlotte Pro.
Yeah.
To take it home, right?
Yeah, this is my show, so for North Carolina, gotta do it. Yeah.
So give us a run through, because Rachel's very unique in the aspect that her husband is her coach and has been her coach and coached her to successful pro placings already this year. So tell us how that has been over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, so it's a little bit difficult just because it's like separating husband from coach. It's mainly coach right now. So we'll get back to the husband part in about 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but it's good. It's great actually being married to him because he has like an eye on me all the time. That could be a benefit, especially right now with 3 weeks out because variables change every single day. So yeah, it's been great so far. Yeah.
Andres is a very knowledgeable coach. I have no doubt that she's going to be coming in at her best in Charlotte. We're excited to see that, but she's also one of the best, in my opinion, I might be biased, she's one of the best posers in the division from what I've seen. So she's definitely going to be able to showcase her talents and hopefully pass that on to these new up-and-coming people coming here. So glad to have her, and have anything else you'd like to talk about?
No.
Just excited, going to bring your best.
Super excited, yeah, come out to Charlotte Pro and see if we
check
get
it
that
out.
W.
All right, see you guys there. All right, guys, we are here with the Mr. USA, Jordan Hutchinson. So really a cool story. Jordan was actually, I don't even know if you know this, Jordan and I competed in our first show together.
It was like 2017.
Crazy that Mr. USA and the National Men's Physique Champion,
overall.
first time ever competing. We had no idea what we were doing at the time.
It was fun though.
But we had a good time, and look where we are now.
Yeah, made a lot of ground in just a few years, so it's cool because North Carolina is not like huge for bodybuilding and fitness, so it's get a couple overalls for us.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's part of our responsibility is to make it bigger and grow the sport of bodybuilding in North Carolina. I know we've definitely been putting a lot of good national contenders in the past few years that are coming out of our state. So tell us a little bit about your plans for your upcoming show.
Well, so we don't have a plan yet as far as my debut. Giving it enough time to grow. I know I need more size. These guys at the pro level are massive. So sitting around 270 right now, decent body composition. Gonna push to 285, 290, hopefully the same body composition. Then we'll set our sights on a show. Hopefully be around high 240s, around 250 on stage. Should be the right size of my shape to maybe be competitive at a pro level. So
you took some time off from the stage as an amateur to come back and really just nail it, and that's what you guys did. So kudos to that.
Yeah.
So coming in with that big strategy. Yeah.
Yeah. To everybody out there, like, don't be in a hustle. This stuff takes time. Like, if you put the time in the off season to grow and improve your physique, that's the most important time. Then you prep, bring that body fat down. You can see what's underneath it. But take the adequate time to really build what you're bringing to the stage rather than being in a rush.
Definitely be doing some collaborating, I'm sure, in the future.
Man.
Maybe he can help me grow my legs, guys.
Yeah, man. Help me grow my arms a little bit.
Good to see you, man. Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're here with Miss Amanda Machado, IFBB Women's Physique Pro. So I think she's the only Women's Physique Pro here with us today. We actually share the same coach, Dom Tasio. So tell us a little bit about your experience working with him and what your upcoming plans is this year.
Sure. So I met Dom actually last year in June doing the Omaha Pro, which I got second. His athlete was actually competing as well there, and he just came to congratulate me and really liked my physique, and since then we kind of kept in touch. Right after the show, unfortunately, I got COVID, like I was sharing with you, and it kind of really put me down. But then Dom really was so invested in helping me out because he had so many experiences with athletes who actually got COVID. So he was always calling me, making sure that I was fine. And it really intrigued me, the amount of attention and knowledge that he has. So since then, I decided to be with a coach who understands health and doesn't really think about just winning at all costs. In fact, I told him I was interested in competing at the beginning of this year, and he said no. You needed to rest. You needed to reset.
And that's tough for an athlete.
It's so tough.
So competitive, and we want to keep pushing, but that just lets you know you have a good guy in your corner.
Right.
That really just wants the best for you, not just on the stage, but off the stage as well.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's important too, there is a whole kind of a culture in our industry that we want the famous guy who's coaching 200 or 300 people.
Well, he's getting more famous.
No, which is great,
Yeah.
yes, but in a good way, right?
Yes.
Not just promoting himself with hundreds of clients out there and trying to push them to the limit to make him look good, right?
Yes.
He's actually pushing people to the right direction in my case. Take your time, rest, you're gonna come back stronger, right? So I like working with somebody who is less egocentric and more health and really athlete driven,
Yes.
right?
Thank you so much. And,
You're welcome.
I'm just excited for what you're going to be able to do this year personally.
Excited.
And, linking up with Dom, I'm sure you're going to bring
Definitely.
something great to the stage.
Definitely, thank you.
All right, guys, so I'm here with up and coming pro, I'm going to go ahead and say it, Brentcato with his coach, Eric. And guys, tell me a little bit about what you got out of the seminar today. I know y'all came a long way all the way from Charleston, 5 hours.
I thought having Dom up there explaining, different types of when to check your blood sugar, when's the optimal time to do fasted cardio if it's not in between that range, should you be doing fasted cardio at that time? That's things I wasn't aware of. Besides that, I think Mike with helping everybody with the posing, and Mike's got a great background having, four Olympians is probably going to be on stage with him this year.
Yeah.
He knows a thing or two about what he's doing, so having him personally critique, take the time, and I know he's a busy guy, take the time out of his busy schedule to help everybody as well.
Yeah, but what's next for you guys?
7 weeks, we got Junior USA's,
Yeah.
so
That's
tail to
crunch time
tail,
now.
pedal on the gas right now.
That's right. So it's Junior USA, some of you don't know, it's a pretty challenging show. It's the first national show of the year. right there in South Carolina, so right in your backyard. So that's going to take a lot of stress off.
The main reason we chose that show.
Yeah, but it's if you win your class, that doesn't guarantee you a pro card at Junior USA. So it's the top 2, right?
Top three.
Top three. Okay, top 3 class winners that will go pro. But I think you're going to be the last standing.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys taking the time and coming out.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it, Tom.
Thank you. All right, guys, we're here with Miss Angelina Gale, IFBB Pro Figure. Angelina, tell us a little bit about what you have planned. And she's also an NPC judge, so she knows exactly what to look for on stage in all divisions. She's well versed in this industry. So tell us a little bit what you have planned for this year.
Actually, I'm in prep for the Pittsburgh Pro. That's about 6 weeks out. So it's been a pretty good prep, a little stressful, but overall, I think I'm in a good place.
Awesome. And is this your pro debut?
Yes, this is my pro debut.
Oh, that's huge.
So haven't been on the stage in quite a while.
Well, you would have me fooled because I've seen you since you started working with Mike Ruteni. Your physique just was changing within the first couple of weeks. And every time I see you, I'm seeing steady improvement. So we're definitely excited to see what you bring to your pro debut. Going into this year, are we looking at Olympia?
I am definitely looking at Olympia. When I go big.
Yes.
I don't go small. So I plan to put everything into my training and my prepping so I can go ahead, get the show, and make my way down to the Olympia to compete, not watch.
Well, wouldn't it be poetic if you did your debut, ended up getting that qualification first time?
So it's going to be poetic because I will.
That's right.
Get my qualification.
That's right. That's what we like to hear. Well, Angelina, we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for taking the time. And guys, keep an eye out on it. All right, and we are here with the man himself, by the books, Brooks.
That's right, by the books.
So this is one of the top up-and-coming strength and conditioning coaches in the state. He contributed so much to my personal prep and success last year. And he's really on top of all of our athletes with Unchained Physiques, with their exercise programming, knowing what they need to really build up and what they're lagging. Brooks, tell us a little bit about yourself and your plans for this year.
Yeah, I mean, for this year, as far as what I'm doing for Unchained, is training with different athletes, getting the most out of their workouts, because it's extremely rewarding for me to take someone, see their current programming, and really learn how to refine and optimize it. Because I take guys that are high level, even low level guys, and my main primary goal with every workout is just efficiency. The ability to reduce sets gets the most out of every set. So like with Tom too, just the ability to push and have someone there and be able to monitor execution is a game changer.
Guys, be on the lookout for Brooke. You can find him. He'll be there with us at the Charlotte Pro Show. And I'm really excited for his come up. And maybe he might step on stage. We're still trying to convince him.
We'll see.
It may happen this year, so stay tuned. All right, guys, we are here with our first of many. First qualified Olympian for this year, men's physique, Mr. Alabama himself, Emmanuel Hunter. What's up, guys? So, Emmanuel, ecstatic for you. I know it's probably still sinking in, but tell us a little bit about your experience working with our team since coming on board and what your expectations are for this year.
The whole twist of things when I met Mike back in May last year, and then we communicated a little bit, and then we decided to connect in December to make it like, hey man, I want to be a part of the team. So we made that being known to the public in January. After that, then we went to work. We had 8 weeks, and then him and Dom, the whole Unchained team, like brought me in, and like I can't wrap it around my head like how much support these guys have been to me in this sport and to slingshot me to where I'm at now. And it took only 8 weeks to put that together.
For being pretty much relatively unknown. From last year, so you took some like last place finishes at pro shows. And then you were mixed in there in the top 5 of some shows, so you got some glimpses of like your potential. And I remember Mike showing me pictures way back, and before he showed anybody, he was like, "Look at this guy! Look at his structure! Look at his back!" We're excited for you, and I think we're going to be adding a few to that Olympia roster.
Yeah, man, most definitely, bro.
All right, we're here with men's physique Olympian, IFBB Pro, Jeremy Potvin, and I got to say it, like this is a guy that I idolized way back in the day when Louis Marco made those videos, right? It's like, this guy has to be photoshopping his waist or something, but making a big comeback this year. I know you took a year year off hiatus last year. So tell us a little bit about what your upcoming plans are the next few weeks.
So for the next few weeks is just try to come in with a bang. We got Pittsburgh Pro coming up in 6 weeks.
That was good, Mike.
We have the New York Pro in 8 weeks, Palmetto in 9 weeks, and then gauging off of how I feel, maybe hit another show after that, or if I need to continue hitting shows to requalify for the 2022 Olympia, I'll do that. But really just kind of come in and make a statement right off the bat, and hopefully after these shows are done, I can do a little recomp, get my body right, and start prep for the Olympia with my body firing on all cylinders. So.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And what happens even if you qualify that first show? Are you still going to take a run and hit 3 shows back to back?
Absolutely. It's something I haven't done before, so I want to challenge myself. I want to see what I'm capable of doing.
So you might be stealing some qualifications this year.
I mean, you know, the way I see it is everything's earned. So
That's right.
You got to earn that spot on the Olympia stage.
Yeah, I think Andre Ferguson's proved that over and over
Yeah,
again.
exactly. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully I go for 3 for 3, maybe 4 for 4. Nothing's guaranteed, as you guys know. So got to put in the work, got to show up, and we're just gonna see what happens.
How many pounds bigger
Us?
are you guesstimating for this year?
Not too much. I can't see myself being over 5 pounds bigger, but again, 5 pounds on me goes a long way. Since going pro, I think I did my first Olympia at 150 in 2016.
That's crazy.
And then I did my 4th Olympia at 153 in 2020. So size has never been like a big thing for me. It's just showing up as on point as possible and seeing what we can do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time, man. We wish you the best, and guys, be on the lookout. 6 weeks till Pittsburgh Pro. We are here with the king himself, Mr. George Brown, 7-time Mr. Olympia in men's physique. Going to make that 8 this year?
Absolutely.
Tell us some of the things that you've been working on this off season to bring your best package up.
Well, Tom, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tom went through some of the things that I'm going through, different, but as far as things, making sure that my body's working efficiently, blood work was, something that we looked at. We made sure we hit all our markers before we started back, and now my body's responding. And now I'm not only working hard, but I'm working smart. I definitely still feel like I can, get the job done, and with the improvements and how you turned out and Emmanuel's turned out, everybody's following. I'm gonna fall right in line with what you've been saying with Unchained Disease.
That's right. That's right. So I think you got the right team around you, the right formula for success, and it's a very smart strategy going into this year. Not rushing into anything, but I just know that this year we don't have to.
No, and
you don't have anything to prove.
No, I've competed long enough to know that at this point in my career, when I go out there, I need to make sure that Tom Cox smoking hot. You know what I'm saying? Tom, you did your thing though, seriously, man.
Well,
if you don't come out with that presence, with that look, then you're not gonna win, and that's what you came out with, and that's why you're a champion. See, I'm gonna switch the interview now. Tom, sorry,
No, but this is really about you, and we're very excited for you. Thanks for coming out to the seminar. I know you traveled quite a way to get here, but I know a lot of the guys on the team that look up to you. You're a pioneer in the division, and you're still going toe-to-toe with some of the best in the world. So I'm really excited for you, what you're going to bring to the stage this year. How many weeks out? We even have a show.
Maybe 15, 16. I was looking at Linda Murray or maybe Chicago Pro, but we just gonna see where we at. And like I said, when I do come out, I'm coming out.
Show out.
Yeah, definitely. When I said long live the king, I meant it.
We are here with IFBB Wellness Pro, Ray Collins, and it's really unique. Ray and I have a very similar prep history. She has an autoinflammatory, autoimmune condition with her Crohn's, and for what she had to overcome last year and getting that pro card, me and you both.
I know, right?
On the same day.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah, it was awesome, and I think it was just the right formula with the coaches, the team that we had behind us, and we have the opportunity to really discuss that today in depth at our seminar. So, Ray, tell us a little bit about what you have planned this year as a coach for our team and as a pro.
Okay, well, as a coach, I would say really I'm just focusing on expanding my clientele, really just taking the time to work with the girls, grow, help them, achieve their goals, pick shows, work with them more imposing, really just doing more things that I don't normally have the time to do on prep. as you know, it gets kind of chaotic and takes over your life a little bit.
It's nice to have that little downtime.
Yeah,
relax
so
and
I
focus
could
on
just
business.
put that more into people because honestly, that's really what gives me joy. When I see my clients up there on stage, I know Mike talked a little bit about it at the seminar. That is emotional for me too. I'm one of those people that are really passionate about it. So when I see my clients doing well, it makes me feel so happy. So I really have been putting a lot more time into that. Now for competing, I've been thinking about maybe doing a show at the end of the year. It just depends on how my body responds right now.
I'm in the same boat.
You know, after competing all year, last year, I really had to take some time off to really learn my body a little bit more and get my inflammation under control a little bit better. And then next year, I do have a couple shows already that I'm thinking about doing. But this year, I just don't know.
just don't know. So
Not
this year,
sure.
just what if it's in there, it's in the cards.
I'm
play it.
starting to clean up a little bit right now.
Yeah.
And then sort of just seeing where it goes. If I start responding good and my body starts accepting the process, then I'll just keep going.
Yeah, well, I'll for one to say it speaks volumes that your accomplishments thus far with your conditioning, and I think that's the smart move to take, is just giving your body the rest it needs, the time it needs to recover. And the stage is always going to be there. I know that's something we say all the time, but I think your best is still yet to come, and we're really excited for you, and also just happy with what you've been able to contribute to our team. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we've got Dom Matasio here, the man of the hour. Well, past 4 hours, really. And he's been snagged in all different kinds of directions, but we got him here for this little quick interview. So just to sum up today's seminar, I mean, you brought up a lot of good points, coaching points. I think a lot of people got a great feedback and knowledge from how everything should go about a prep. So talk a little bit on that with your methods of coaching.
So nothing, like pretty much to sum up like what we went over in there, just pretty much like getting the point across that this is a marathon, not a sprint, and that, you know, when someone goes into prep, it's not a 12-week type of thing, and what you're doing 6 to 8 months before you go into prep is going to dictate how that prep goes and how hard you need to pretty much kill yourself to get into shape if, you know, you're doing the things you need to, say, 6 months before you go into a prep.
We know that all too well.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, I think that's like the main point to get across, that that's the most important thing, and that, you know, consistency and not over dieting and not running your body into the ground. That's like the real message to get across, that it's different than a regular sport where people just think, you know, go, go, go. You know, it's good to have that mentality, but you have to remember it's a little bit different than what we're doing here.
Yeah, yeah, and there's valid points that you brought up. We interviewed some of the participants from the audience in the seminar today, and that was just like across the board. It was like blood work, not putting too much stress on the body when you're weeks out from the show, knowing when to pull back. So those are key elements of a successful prep. I think a lot of athletes with an athletic background, it's really hard to figure that out because we're just so bent on just like whatever we need to do to get to the stage. More work is always better, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing to get across. You know, like in your off season, the key to growth is recovery. Where, you know, some people think I'm going to go to the gym every single day. They're actually hindering their progress, you know, instead of like really benefiting it. And, you know, that's why, like, you know, more isn't always better. And that's why it's important to have someone overseeing like your prep. Even people that are prep coaches, if I was to do a show, I would have someone that was overseeing and coaching me too, because you have a
even with all your knowledge.
I would, and I have prepped myself before for shows, and
you're crazy.
It's not good. I have a tendency to over diet. You make emotional decisions where, you know, and this whole thing is an emotional roller coaster. It is, regardless of how many times you may have done it before. And that's why it helps to have someone from the outside that can see things a little differently, kind of, you know, like guiding you in the right direction. You know, it's been proven the highest level of athlete in any single sport, they function a million times better when they can go on autopilot and take their head out of it.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
Thank you for taking the time, brother.
Of course, my man.
Thank you for the seminar.
Thank you.
Mentorship.
Absolutely.
And,
looking forward to many more.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So that pretty much sums up our first Carolina seminar of the year. We'll be having our second one at Gold's Gym, Huntersville, so keep an eye out for the date for that. But thank you guys for tuning in, all the coaches, pros that came out today. Awesome event. Any opportunity that you get to come to a seminar like this with some of the best people in the industry, definitely take advantage of it. Make sure to like and subscribe to see much more.